He already knew piano. So, which one is older? The tomato or the piano? Hello, are you there?
Yes. Then tomato is older.
Okay, I say tomato. Tomato is possible, but I pronounce tomato.
Yes, sorry.
Tomato exists. Some people pronounce like that, but I am not in that group. So this is old, so we use like this. This one is new, so the plural is like the general case. It's like this. So you need to know what is old or new. Then words ending in F or FE. Not all, but many words. What is the plural?
Scarves.
Yeah, how do you spell that?
B-E-S.
Tengo que oír vi. Ustedes distinguen cuando digo vi y cuando digo vi, o no. A ver. Voy a taparme la boca. Ustedes deben decir, esto es muy clásico, porque siempre me meten a mí en sus historias. Porque dicen, mi apellido en inglés es berry, ¿no? Como strawberry, blueberry, mora, pues es una berry. Pero entonces tienen que distinguir entre the fruit and the adverb. The fruit is this, and the adverb is this. Very.
Fruit.
Very.
Fruit.
Very.
No.
Sorry? Can you hear?
Can you repeat?
Very.
Noun.
Sí, pero no estoy diciendo que me digan noun. Yo dije fruit o adverb, ¿no? Pero bueno.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Son un poquitín desobedientes, ¿no?
I'm sorry.
Very.
Fruit.
Las oyen igual. Cuando digo very, la vibración es muchísimo más fuerte. Very. Y la otra es explosiva. Very, 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 very. ¿Sí oyen la diferencia o no?
No, sorry.
More or less.
Tienen que practicarla. Porque si no, terminan diciendo, this is very difficult. Y entonces, very, pues es una mora. O sea, es mora difícil porque, o sea, ¿qué onda? No,
So the fruit is the long V or the explosive?
is b. Con los dos labios. B. Por eso se llama en español B labial. B.
Okay.
Y la otra se llama B labiodental porque le pongo los dientes. Very. Es la misma posición que para decir una F. Como si yo fuera a decir ferry. Ferry. Pero ahora digo una B. Very, very. Inténtenlo, por favor.
Very, very.
Very.
¿No? Entonces tienen que distinguir entre very, very, blue, boo, 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 y very, very, scarves, scarves. Porque en inglés ustedes no pueden decir, es con B grande, ¿cómo escriben tu nombre? Mi nombre, Barreto, Marta Mora Barreto. B grande, A-R-R, o sea, en inglés no existe tal cosa. I have to say B-A-R-R-E-T-O. I have to spell it like that. And just because I say B, the other person knows it's a B, not a V. So you need to practice that. Well, so the plural of scarf, because the original was an F, scarf, is with the same position of the teeth and the lips. Scarf. And it's going to sound z, z. And the plural of wife?
Wives.
Wives.
Then, let me close this because the quality of the transmission declines. Then, so then we have some words that are irregular and that you simply need to know. For example, words that change from U to what sound?
E.
E to E. Words that are completely extravagant. For example, this. What is the plural?
Mice.
Mice. Do you know this word? Do you know what a louse is?
Piojo.
And so it's in the same category. So what is plural?
Lice.
Lice. Yeah. Some other that are completely irregular that we need to know by heart. So what is the plural? Man? Men. And what is the singular?
Man.
Man.
O sea, el singular es este.
Man.
Es, pongo mi boca como para decir una A, la abro grande y redonda, y a la hora de la hora cambio y digo una E, se tuerce para un lado, una de las comisuras, como ponemos cara de mafiosos. Man. Y esta sí es una E, así, Woman.
Women.
Child.
Children.
¿Cómo suena esto?
Child.
Child.
¿Y el plural?
Children.
Children.
Children. Tengo que oír una che. Children. Entonces digo children, como si estuvieran en Chihuahua. Ox.
Oxen.
Oxen,
Oxen.
Oxen. Yeah. What other groups do we have? So the groups were the singular looks like a plural. For example, the word series. It's exactly the same in singular and plural. Or means. No difference. The plural looks like a singular. In this case, we have many animals. For example, sheep, what kind of animal is Bambi?
A deer?
Deer. What kind of animal is Rudolph?
Reindeer?
A reindeer. Do you know what kind of animals, big animals, used to live in North America and that now are almost extinct? They had horns, they are big. The Indians and yes, the Indians used to hunt them.
Buffalo.
Buffalo. So these things are exactly the same in plural or singular. Simply the quantifier that goes before is going to inform me if I need a singular verb or a plural verb. When we have several sheep, is that plural or singular? Plural. Plural. And if I say one sheep, obviously this is
Singular.
So I need to pay attention to the quantifier. Then so let's see words from Latin origin. So what is the plural of these words? Does anybody know? The plural of cactus?
Cactus, cacti.
Cacti, pronunciation I. Cacti.
Cacti, okay.
The plural of datum? The plural of curriculum, the plural of memorandum? No.
Data?
Data? Data.
Oh, okay.
So data is plural. Now, alga?
Algae.
Algae. The pronunciation is algae. Appendix? It's like in Spanish, it's exactly the same. Spanish, what is this word? The plural?
Appendices.
Appendices, yeah. And index is the same, like in Spanish?
Indices.
Indices. Mhm. Then we have words from Greek origin. What is the plural?
Criteria?
Criteria.
Cry?
This is exactly the same as this one. So, nada más que seguramente los romanos eran como una tía que yo tengo, sí, o al revés, que no puede decir jamón. Ajá, sí, no puede decir jamón, dice jamón. Yo creo que eran los romanos, ¿no? Entonces, esta es la misma regla. Data criteria. And then, what is the plural of thesis?
With ES at the end.
Yeah, and how do you...
Thesis? Thesis?
That's the
I don't
point.
know. Maybe thesis?
And no, precisely, you are pronouncing exactly the singular.
I don't know
Así
how to
cuando
pronounce
pronuncias que parece así, es el singular. Thesis. Y esta, tengo que pronunciarla muy sonriente. Thesis, thesis. O sea, es al revés de cómo se ven.
Thesis.
Al revés de cómo se ven, exactamente. ¿Eh? O sea, esta la pronuncio al revés de cómo se ven estas letras. Thesis. Y estas son sonriendo, las dos. Thesis.
Thesis. Okay.
Well, and then the last case is something that is very rare now. It's not so frequent. But words from French origin. And we have Euro. Does anybody study French here? No, nobody studies French?
X.
With an X, but you don't pronounce it, right? Euro. Porque en francés no pronuncian ni la X ni la S al final, ¿no? Euro. Okay. Well. So let me stop. Let me see if I have the material that I want you to. Oops, wait. Wait. Okay. You have this material in the Google Classroom. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and in the Google Classroom, under the section subject verb agreement, you should find this material. But let me check, because accidents happen. So let me verify that the material has been posted. Okay, yeah, it's already there. So you have under subject verb agreement, you have something that is called plurals crossword.
Yes.
Let me know when you have found it.
Yes.
Everybody?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, teacher.
Well, so remember that when I share my screen, you cannot see your screen, or not all of you. So try to write your answers in your notebook so that when we come back, I can share my screen and you can see what you have. So I'm going to allow you, let's say, 7 minutes to work with your partner to try to do this crossword. Try not to look at dictionaries immediately, right away. So try to challenge yourselves and to answer according to what your experience or the rules that you have. And only if absolutely imperative, check on the dictionary. Well, so, oops, come on. Okay, 7 minutes.
A lot of words that are easy. For example, in down, I know deer, child, mouse, spoonful, blues, echo, and tooth. So I don't know. For example, goose. I think it's geese, but I don't know. For down, in the section of down, goose.
Yes.
I don't know what is it. Geese.
Yes,
or?
I think E.
Okay.
Though. Yeah, E. Okay. I don't know about bacterium. I think it's bacteria, but
Yeah, I think that also
yes,
bacteria.
I was in the wrong.
Okay.
Okay, bacteria. Oh, I can see it here. Okay, so
Okay.
I don't know about 14. Stimulus.
Yeah, I don't know. But 16, oxen.
Yes, oxen.
19, shelves. Shelf is shelves. Shelves.
In 14 is stimuli.
Stimuli? Okay. Thanks. Oh, yeah. Because for the lice, right? In 12. Okay, yeah, stimuli.
Donkeys.
Yeah, donkeys. What to say?
Okay.
Lives.
Then passerby. I don't know about that. Sure.
Okay. Pass, I don't know.
Okay. Oh, it's the same. Passerby is a plural noun.
Yeah, but I 1, 2, 3, 4. But passerby has 8 letters
Mm,
and 20 in the crosses or 9 letters.
okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you're right. Maybe we have to add an S. I'm not sure, but I look in Google and says that it's the same. But
Maybe it's passersby or something like that.
oh yes. This it's
Oh,
yes,
yeah. Passersby,
passersby.
yeah.
Okay.
19, okay, shelves.
Shelves. Then
9, loaf. Leaves, right? Es como hoja, según yo es hoja.
no, según yo,
¿No?
loaf es de rebanada y se
Oh,
escribe loave. Ajá.
Oh. Oh, yeah. You're right.
Okay, then mouthful. I think it's the same that passersby. It would be mouthful.
Yeah. And the same with a spoonful, right? A spoonful.
I didn't see. Okay. Okay, beer is the same, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Children. Nice. Oh my god. Okay. Radios. Okay.
With WI at the end.
Okay. With double
I
I.
don't know how to pronounce radii.
Okay. And roof. Roofs? Oh no.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Roofs.
Roofs. Okay. We can change the F. Okay. Then spoonful. I think it's the same that passersby.
Yeah.
We only add an S.
Spoonful. Yeah.
Okay. Lows. It's what is lies, I think.
Lies, yeah.
Echoes. I think echo is echoes.
Yeah.
Echo.
I do the same.
Piano is pianos.
Maybe, yeah. I put that with an S at the end. Pianos.
Okay. Fly is flies.
Flyers, yeah.
Okay. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all. Okay. Thanks.
Okay, apparently everybody's back. Mm-mm. All right. So, number 2, across. Marian. Marian.
Yes, sorry. Dice.
Guys. Mhm. Mhm. This is die. Mhm. And the plural, dice. Then, Jessica. Number 6.
Crisis.
So you have to pronounce it very smiling. Crisis. So, crisis. Like this. Pauline, bacterium,
Yes. Bacteria.
bacteria. Lucero, clove,
Lopez.
but you don't pronounce like that. How do you pronounce this?
Wife.
Wives. I have to hear
Wife.
wives. Wives. Pero no pronuncias la E, dices wives. Hasta lo escribí hace rato, ¿no? Dice que hace. Entonces, ¿cómo suena?
Loves.
Lows.
Loves.
Sorry. Lows. Then,
Loves.
donkey. Fair.
Donkeys.
Donkeys. This is the case where we don't change the Y into I because it is preceded by a vowel. Then, fair, life,
Lives.
lives. Then, stimulus. What do you think, Monse?
It is stimuli.
¿Pero qué dije de esta? ¿Cómo dice que se pronunciaba?
Cacti.
Cacti. So this one?
Stimuli.
Stimuli, yeah. Routine, yeah. Stimuli. Then, Ignacio, 16.
No.
But we saw it in the examples, in the rules that I just gave.
I don't know.
Could you please check the rules that I gave?
Ox.
It's in the regular plurals, and you have one section where I gave the word.
Oxen.
Oxen. It was you yourself who gave me the plural when we were looking at the examples. Number 19. Hugo. Shells. We pronounce shelves. And then passerby. Excellent.
Passers-by.
Passers-by. So the plural is here. Not in the preposition, but in the noun. And then we have mouthful. Mildred.
Mouthfuls.
Yeah, it's just the general rule. Okay. Now, down. We have goose, say it.
Okay. Gaze.
No.
Geese, sorry.
Geese. Like this. Geese. It's in the family of foot, feet, tooth, teeth. It changes from O to E. Now, number 2. Sandra.
Deer.
Deer. Number 3. Victoria. Child.
Children.
Children. Where is number 3? Oh, here. Children. Then, radius. Manuel.
I don't know how to pronounce this.
Okay, how do we pronounce this? Do you remember?
Cacti.
Cacti. So now you are going to replace this with this, and you are going to pronounce.
Radai.
No, ¿cómo era esto? ¿Cómo lo pronuncié yo? I said radius.
Radius.
So the plural?
Radius.
No, the plural?
Radai.
Pero ¿por qué me le cambias? O sea, no cambia. O sea, esto sigue pronunciándose como se pronunciaba aquí. Radi. Y este es el que se va a pronunciar como este. Radii.
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 Okay.
Then, number 5. Who's that? Carla.
Mice.
Mice. It's number 5. Where are we? Oops. Mice. Then number 7. Larissa. Larissa? Up there? Okay, Abigail?
Roofs.
Roofs. This has double vowel, so in this case we don't apply the rule of transforming into a V. Where is number 7? I cannot find it. Here. Oops. Then number 11. Mariel.
Spoonfuls.
Spoonfuls. Then, what about louse? Jessica.
Lies.
Lies. What about echo? Lucero.
Echoes.
Pero no se pronuncia así. O sea, ¿cómo pronuncias esto? No, no dijimos esto. ¿Cómo pronuncias esto?
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes, ¿verdad? No dices tomato es tomatoes. Escribes la E, pero no suena. Entonces, ¿cómo va a sonar la palabra que me quisiste decir?
Echoes.
Echoes. You need to know that you need the E, but you don't pronounce it. Echoes. Then,
Echoes.
fair. 15.
Teeth.
Teeth. Monse.
Pianos.
Yeah. And finally, number 18. Ignacio.
Flies.
Flies. In this case, we do change the Y into I. All right? Well. So I hope you will have fewer problems identifying plurals now. For homework, you will have this part. You will have to finish exercise B. Oops. Apparently, there's a problem with my connection. Okay, there. So, for homework, you will have to finish the exercise that we checked for homework. It was exercise B from 1 to 10. Now you have to finish from 11 to 20. That's going to be for homework. And now, again, you will have to go to the Google Classroom. If you go to the Google Classroom, you are going to find something called Kino's Cartoon Students Errors number 1. It's under error correction. So under the section error correction, you should find it easily. You should find this one, Kino's Cartoon Students Errors. So I'm going to, and you have two files. This is exactly the same file. One is in Word or in Docs, and the other is as a PDF, depending on the fact that you are going to print it or not, because the PDF is gray, the other is white. Well, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Go to the Google Classroom and let me know if you can find the file.
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Okay, David.
Well, so let me, before we work on that, I wanted to show you the pronunciation of the words. So let me share my screen here. So, this. You can see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you see the pronunciation?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Because this is a package, no package, no package, package,
Package.
package. ¿Ve? Así se dice. Muy frecuentemente esa terminación así va a sonar. Okay, so you have this material, you know. So these sentences or these passages come from your homework. So maybe you will recognize some of your babies. I present them anonymously because what matters is that they are useful material to check some of the grammar that we have studied or to eventually present something that we have not studied yet and that you tried to use but you couldn't do very well. So, do you remember the cartoon?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Well, just in case, I am going to show it because I have the impression that some of you were not really paying attention to the story. So let me make it a little bit larger. So, do you see this thing here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because, and do you realize that this person is the same as this person here at the end, or not?
Yeah.
Yes.
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 This man is the same as this one.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yes.
Because I was a little bit surprised to see that some interpreted this as two different men. I was a little bit surprised. And I was a little bit surprised by the fact that not many saw that this was a brick tied to the man's neck. Because the interpretations were rather strange, I must say. So I'm going to go back to the error correction exercise. So here we have the first story. Can you read number 1, please, and tell me if this is a reasonable interpretation of the story? Only number 1. Have you read it or not yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
What is your impression? Hmm? Is this a valid interpretation?
I don't think so.
No.
Not very accurate, right? Because we have the door to the right. So the man is not arriving, the man is leaving. Not arriving. And is the woman scared and understanding? Is she worried?
No, she was
No.
arguing with him.
She was rather angry, not exactly scared. Mhm. So, does he go to the street and he comes back in a suit and perfectly clean? How did that happen? Because just goes to the street and he tries to be calm and peaceful. But not only calm and peaceful, now he is clean and shaved. So what happened in the street? It's very strange, right? So I must say that this version is a little bit surprising. It's not. I can correct the grammar, of course, but the problem is not so much the grammar as the content. The content is not very accurate. Mhm. And that, in my opinion, reveals a difficulty to read other people's emotions. It's a little bit worrying to me. If you are not able to read the emotions of the people in the story. Well, what about number 2? Only number 2.
Well, in each one or anyone, it's my homework. I suggest.
Have you finished?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
first of all, the name of the handout is Kino's cartoon because the cartoonist is Kino. It's the same cartoonist who created Mafalda. So the character in the story is not Kino. Mhm. So, but let's suppose that this is Kino. Is he going to work? Is that your impression, that he's going to work?
No.
No.
What is he going to do?
He's going to commit suicide.
Apparently, otherwise, why is he putting this brick tied to his neck and with this very sad expression? So you should understand that he's so depressed, so sad, he sees no hope, he wants to kill himself. So I don't understand why some of you thought he was going to work. Mhm. And obviously, when you see that, well, the rest of the story is very, it's descriptive, but in a manner that doesn't reflect the intentions or the emotions of these people. Mhm. So again, I felt a little bit surprised. Now read number 3, only number 3.
Okay.
Yeah, have you Have you seen it?
Yes.
Yes.
Now you understand what I asked you. If it was clear, it was the same man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here we can see that this person understood there are two different men. One is Robert and the other is James.
James.
Pardon? What were you looking at? I am a bit surprised and shocked. So, again, we can correct grammar, but essentially we have a content problem here. So, I am going to give you some minutes for you. Well, ignore versions 1 and 2. And let's start focusing on number 3. Let's ignore this idea that there are two men, and let's try to correct the grammar of this very extravagant story. Number 3. I am going to give you back your partner so that you can try to correct the grammar of story, the passage that is in number 3. Okay, I'm going to give you 6 minutes. Good luck.
First mistake could be this part that will be an alcoholic, because
Maybe, but I think that that person is using future, but there are so many kinds of future. So I think that that's a mistake too, because I think that that person is only using.
Yeah, I think that this part could be better if it's Robert, who is an alcoholic, will come to Fernanda and will give. So I think that will be an alcoholic. That will be a description. Is the part that is a mistake. Because I think that you have no way to know that one person could be something in the future.
Yes, you're right.
Okay.
Okay. Wait a minute, please. Right. Oh, yes. Robert, who is an alcoholic, will come to Fernanda and will give her a kiss before he will commit suicide. Okay, Robert. I don't know. It is Robert, who is an alcoholic, will come to Fernanda and will give her a kiss before he.
Maybe in this part, before he will commit suicide, before he can commit suicide. I don't know.
Espera. Dice Robert, que será un alcohólico, will come to Fernanda. ¿Cómo sería? Irá a Fernanda, le dará un beso antes de que se suicide. Okay. Sin embargo, Fernanda lo detendrá y lo convencerá de no suicidarse. Luego, James, quien será un abogado, irá con Fernanda y la verá una última vez. Entonces Fernanda le dará un último beso y lo dejará cometer. I don't know.
I put something like this. Give me a second. Like share the screen. Okay. But only same. And Robert, who is an alcoholic, will come to Fernanda and will give her a kiss before he will commit suicide. However, Fernanda will stop Robert, blah, 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 blah. Then Robert, okay, I don't know, because it's James that have a different profession, but then James commits suicide as same as Robert. So I don't know, but
Okay, Robert was a lawyer will come to Fernanda and will see her for the last time. So Fernanda will
then
okay.
maybe we can omit this part of the Robert who is a lawyer. So maybe this part can. Then Robert. Okay, she will convince him not to commit suicide. Then Robert will come to Fernanda and we'll see her for the last time. So Fernanda will give her last kiss and let him to commit. Blah, blah. But
maybe we can write it in no, forget it.
okay.
Okay, maybe Robert, who is an alcoholic, will come to Fernanda and will give her a kiss before he's going to commit suicide.
He's going
because if we use
very well, right?
It's like a plan of resolution, and he already made a decision, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that part would work. I don't know. And then, however, Fernanda. Okay. Robert, who is an alcoholic, will come to Fernanda and will give her a kiss before he is going to commit suicide. However, Fernanda lo detendrá.
Will stop him, maybe something like this. However, Fernanda will stop him because the theme in the previous sentence is Robert, who is an alcoholic, blah, 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 blah. So will stop him. He's referring to Robert. Maybe.
Okay. Fernanda will stop him. Oh no. And she will convince him not to commit. Then Robert will come to Fernanda and will see her for the last time.
This part, because we need another sentence between right here. So then Robert will come. So we have a reason. We have a reason in this part.
Podría ser que lo convenció en ese momento, pero después como que le regresó la idea y de todas formas se mató. O sea, sería como sería, sin embargo, no sé qué, cómo se dice, que no sea however, nevertheless.
Nevertheless, ok. Creo que sí se puede decir.
O no sé, algo que diga como de, no obstante, como que